the last thing I have for today. Mm-hmm. But did you listen to the clip from Ray Fisher?
Yeah, that was interesting. I think that's supposed to be the investigator.
It is.
From Warner Media. And now some people are like, well, he cut it off here and we only heard this much. Because remember we were talking to Garza, I'm like, do you think he might actually reveal, I was saying, like, will he reveal what was said by Walter Amada? But it's interesting. Ray covered his tracks. He probably recorded every conversation.
That's what I want to know. Eventually, I would like to hear a lot of it.
Yeah.
I know that we won't get that for some time.
There could be legal issues even with him releasing that much.
Yeah, but I do think that he did release a portion of it for the reason, for a good reason. And I do think that he cut it off at a certain point for obvious reasons. I don't think the tone of that conversation was going to change. She was like, listen, you're respectful. You've been a man of your word.
Yeah.
We told Warner Brothers about all this. I don't think that it was ever going to get to a place where she was like, but, you know what I mean? So who cares where he cut it off?
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with it. She said what she said, and she was very mindful of what she said. Like, her words were deliberate, and him putting this out was deliberate. It made sense, right? So it looks like they were on the same page.
Yeah, at least that's how it seems like.
Yeah, it's Warner Brothers that's not.
She's confirming his allegations. We don't know what the specific things were said, but it seems to me that she's kind of confirming that, no, you're right, you provided us the witnesses. Because there was an article that came out a couple of months ago where Warner Brothers was like, he did not speak with the investigator, he did not provide witnesses, he did not do this, he did not do that. And in this conversation, we're seeing that is not true because Ray said this is all false.
Yes. So I think it's interesting. I'm excited to see. I'm not excited. And listen, this is a reason I'm closing with this, is because, it's, I don't know how to say this without getting in trouble. It's becoming saturated. It's every day now, something new. We don't know if, I have my faith in Ray Fisher telling the truth.
Yeah.
I think that he should not have been written out of Flashpoint. I'm on Ray Fisher's side. However, there's only so much you can say from our perspective. We don't really know what's going on with the actual investigation. We don't know everything yet. So it's hard to keep reporting on it, not knowing. And I don't like to say things that I can't confirm.
Yeah.
So
I said this on Thursday when we were talking to Garza. He's written out of Flash. It seems like they're going to move forward even if there is a reconciliation. They got to do the pre-production and everything. They can't change schedules. Fine. Whatever. Okay. If Snyder Cut comes out and he's the heart of the story, and look, I liked whatever little I saw him in the Justice League. If he's the heart of the story and he becomes very popular and Zack Snyder is greenlit to do another DCEU film, he could easily say, I want Ray Fisher back as Cyborg. And then Zack could do that.
Yeah.
And sort of bridge that. I think that door is open. There's a reason we haven't heard anything about a sequel to Justice League yet.
Yeah.
Because I think they're waiting to see how does it go.
Yeah.
Does it get a 94% on its first episode, or does it a repeat of March 2016?
If it gets a 94% on its first episode, I'll record myself running down the street in just my underwear, yelling and screaming. All right? That's a verbal contract. There's no way it will, I don't think. Not with the critics that we live with.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Right? Because we know in our hearts this is going to be the best content that we get in 2021.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe for the past 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Since BVS came out.
Yeah.
So I am all in. By the way, guess who just emailed me?
Who?
That DC journalist.
Yeah.
And he said to email him right after this.
Okay. Awesome.
There was a little bit of a delay or something. So. Whoopsies.
Shit. Do we have to change our coverage on Ray Fisher now?
No.
Yeah, man. Walter Amada's the best. I've always liked Walter. I'm on
it's
Walter's
funny.
side.
this journalist focuses on the Doom Patrol. So he has his own cyborg, technically.
Okay.
The cyborg that was created in spite of Ray Fisher's, which is weird when you think about it. So, definitely email him. Do you have anything else that you'd like to talk about tonight?
One thing, we did an article about a show called The Promised Neverland. I know Drip usually talks about anime, and I usually have to skip that part because I'm waiting for Attack on Titan to finish so we can binge watch it. But there was a show called The Promised Neverland. It's on HBO. I think its second season has begun to air on Hulu. You could finish it in one night. It is a wonderful, wonderful show. It's a type of anime that I would recommend to people who don't watch anime. We definitely have our article about it if you want to read it. It's about these kids who who live in an orphanage and discover a dark secret about this orphanage, and they have to find out a way to escape. And they're all small, like 8, 9, 10 years old. Great story, great writing, great pacing, and the new season has just started, so look out for The Promised Neverland Season 2.
You do that.
Yep.
Definitely. I've heard nothing but good things about it. Thank you guys so much. I know this isn't our usual style of episode, but that's okay. You know, we adapt and overcome. I'm also, if you're home, by the way, if you're home later on, you can join us, but for the live stream.
Okay, all right. I got a lot of errands to run. What time's the live stream?
Not sure yet, so
okay.
Probably won't be till later.
Okay.
I'm going to work. Well, I have to leave here at 11, so it's going to be before that.
Okay.
And it'll probably be like 40 minutes, 50 minutes. But I have to get some rest before.
Yeah.
So
we're going to be with Nicotina, right?
With Nicotina.
Okay, cool.
And I already promised I would do this, so I have to do it. But that's why I needed to get this show done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that way tomorrow I can work on editing on this.
Yep.
Thank you guys so
today.
Yes, today.
It's a nice Sunday evening.
Very beautiful Sunday. Thank you guys so much for joining us on the Pop Culture Corner. As always, we'll be back next week with more podcast content. We air new content weekly, throw out on YouTube, as well as we put this podcast, this show up on all platforms on Sunday. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure whatever your platform you're listening on, whether it's Spotify, Apple, YouTube, wherever you're listening, make sure you like and follow in whatever form that takes on that platform, because all of that goes towards the success of the show. You can become a supporter of the podcast through Anchor or Podbean, whichever one. But I usually put the Anchor one below. You can do that. It's small monthly donations of 99 cents, $4.99 or $9.99. You pay it once a month, and you'll get, we'll send you an exclusive T-shirt for the Patreon Club. We'll curate content just for you once a month, and we'll have special deals for you all the time. Thank you guys so much. Please subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Jack, what's up? You can kick it out.
Kick it out. We do it for you, and we do it for the culture.